What's good, beautiful people? I'm Zach Woolfork, founder of More Diverse Games, and today I'll be going over 7 ways to level up your game art portfolio. I gathered these 7 tips from online articles, GDC panel talks, and my own experiences as a game recruiter for PlayStation. Keep in mind, this info could apply to different types of game artists. Also, all views and opinions expressed are my own and do not represent that of my place of work. If you're looking for a place to build your portfolio, you can use ArtStation, Behance, Artgram, or create your own site. Number 1, post work that aligns with your career goals. If you're looking to work as a 3D environment artist, then post level art, props, and assets. You don't need to sprinkle in 1 or 2 characters because it's confusing for recruiters or hiring teams who are expecting to see 3D environment art, not 2D characters. Also, think about the art style you love creating the most. Is it stylized or realistic art? 2D or 3D? Medieval or modern? If you just graduated from a game design program and you have a wide range of art, think about organizing your work online into different tabs or create separate video reels. For instance, one for stylized art and one for realistic art, until you figure out what type of art you want to focus on. Number 2, focus on quality, not quantity. It's better to have a few really dope pieces rather than a large number of okay ones. Spend time refining each piece and paying attention to the details. If you've created something for a studio and you're questioning whether to add it to your portfolio, just leave it out. Quality work speaks volumes and will leave a lasting impression on hiring teams. Number 3, show your process. Include inspiration or reference boards, sketches, wireframes, models, and asset breakdowns. You could even create a 20 to 30 second screen record time lapse showing some of your process. Number 4, be descriptive but brief. Write a brief description of the project. Include the name of the game, studio, scene, or character. What was the goal? Was it a studio or personal project? What tools did you use? This type of info can be helpful to give the viewer some context. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. I'm just curious, what other game dev content would you find helpful? Please let me know in the comments. Now on to number 5, credit other artists on the project. If it was a team project, don't forget to list everyone's name and role in the description, or at least list the parts you were responsible for. Number 6, no game trailers. Posting only the trailer doesn't communicate to the viewer what you worked on. It's understandable if you're under NDA and can't post that work yet, but I would highly recommend just waiting until you're allowed to share it online. And lastly, number 7, work on personal projects. Creating art outside of your day-to-day job is just as important as the work you do for the company or studio you're currently working for. Even if you're working on a cool project at a game studio, you might not be able to showcase it for who knows how long. So find some time after work to create something you're really passionate about or might find challenging or different. A lot of times when I'm looking through portfolios, I can tell the difference between a work and personal project because of the quality. For those of you who stuck around until the end, I have a bonus tip. It seems like common sense, but do not steal art or use AI art. If you're creating a personal project that's inspired by someone else's work, don't be a dick. Tag and give them credit. Same thing goes for art pulled from asset libraries. For example, maybe you needed to add some finishing touches to your level with some foliage, so you hit up Unity Asset Store or Quixel Megascans. I see that a lot in people's portfolios and I think that's totally fine, but just make sure you write it in the description or make sure it's somewhere in your reel where people could see where you got that particular asset from, because they would know that that's something that you didn't contribute as far as art goes. As far as AI art goes, it's cool to use it as a tool for inspiration, but it's not cool to claim it as your own work, because basically you'd be stealing from other artists. So if you're just starting to build or need to rebuild your portfolio, take a step back and ask yourself, what do I want my portfolio to say? That's a wrap, y'all. I hope this was helpful. If it was, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. Keep creating dope art. I'm out.